Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Last set of Leta versus Luxury in the last Saga MSL quarterfinals. This just keeps getting better and better, guys. It's been an epic set so far. Leta playing very well and Luxury getting very well. All players just playing solid, good. Leta playing a more, shall we say, just macro-oriented, standard, but very good play, while Luxury has gotten his wins with surprise and timing, and it's all going to just come down again to see which one of these guys has the timing. Gonna see whether one of these players tries to risk it all with a risky build to win. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So yeah, last set, let's go. Last set, Leta versus Luxury. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Neo Harmony, 1 o'clock, Orange, Leta, Terran of the OGN Sparkyz. The guy you could pretty much consider their ace, I suppose. 5 o'clock, what is that? Teal, I suppose? Teal, Zerg Luxury. What's the difference between Teal and Sion? Nah, it's too green to be Sion. So, 2-2 has been an epic set so far, and I just hope it finishes off epically. We're going to see what kind of build orders we're going to go for. Last time they played on this map, Leta won in rather good fashion, just overall holding Luxury to 2 bases the entire game, and just getting a huge advantage and killing him that way, preventing Luxury from doing any massive amount of economic harassment. Luxury himself pulling off a surprise win in the last game on Carthage. He should have lost, but overall just managed to win spectacularly. Leta putting down supply deal before, so no cheesy build from him. Luxury, meanwhile, has set out a drone scout alongside his Overlord. But Overlord is actually going in the right direction, but Luxury sending out a drone scout because this is the floor power map, and he's just not quite sure what to expect. He wants to get the scout early, wants the scout definitely send the drone out to the middle to scout for any sort of cheese, because Leta cheesed on this map against Flash, and he wants to make sure that he doesn't fall victim to the exact same thing. Barracks now coming up from Leta. Leta, interestingly enough, not doing anything spectacular there. 12th hatch apparently going to come up from Luxury. So both players getting pretty standard, just Luxury trying to get his economy going, and just going to see how all of this happens. 12 hatch coming up from Luxury, so this is the first time he does this, I believe, in this entire friggin' match. Finally now, on this floor match, decides to go for a more economic build, because he knows it didn't work. His usual build didn't work out too well. Overpull with gas into 2 base, 3 hatch. Muta just didn't work that well, so he's going to try to change it up, and we're going to see whether that actually goes into Leta's favor. It's definitely a good idea to change it up at the end, because once you play it every single game pretty much the same way, the other player could fall into the weakness of expecting that from you, and if you get him to that position, you're very good. Extractor and Spawning Pool also now coming up from Luxury, and an SCV being put down on the ramp, try to block off a scout. Marine should be up in time, but there is Overlord running into that location, so no matter what, there's going to be a scout. Although with those Marines out, you might actually manage to completely prevent the Overlord scout from moving in and getting the scout. So overall, good idea there, Paul. We're going to see whether he tries to go for Trooper Wraith again. Not quite sure if he put down the gas yet. Now Luxury going to start mining his gas fully, as Spawning Pool almost now ready. Going to see whether he tries to go for a Mutalisk build yet again, or tries to go for a slightly more economical build. SCV getting ready to build something. Command Center. So 1 racks in a Command Center from Leta, so he's also going into a very macro-heavy build, just trying to get his economy going. Going to now put down what I assume to be a second barracks, so he's just going to go for Medic Marines. He's played that well. He's done overall very well. Now going to get an SCV scout. No, that Luxury went for the hatchery before anything else. Lair, quick lair coming up from Luxury, so he's going to go for a quick lair build. We're going to see whether this is going to be quick build in that will transition into Mutalisks. And again, Luxury possibly going to start off with Mutalisk, going to try to do some sort of economic damage and just use this Mutalisk to his full potential. That of course is very well. That he's of course very well at. Second barracks now coming up from Leta as well. His command center over halfway up. So if this is indeed Mutalisk, Leta is definitely getting a full scout on it so far. So he's definitely gonna try to keep that SCV alive long enough for the Spire to come down. and a sunken colony being put down at the natural. So again, Luxury being very careful, putting down a preventative sunken colony, just using those minerals. Academy and gas coming up for Leta as well, so he's going to get those upgrades going. Should be setting his engineering bay up fairly soon as well. If he is definitely should be expecting Mutalisks, so he still has that SCV scout in there. Not really much preventing it. Also coming down the ramp, actually trying to spot. There's going to be a sunken there, and that's going to die. Leta expecting possibly some hit neck, and there actually is a Hydralisk den that he probably did not spot, so this actually could be Lurkers instead of Mutalisks. We're going to see whether that alters anything here, just for Leta's sake. I hope he gets the scanner going and doesn't too harshly expect Mutalisks, which actually could be also coming. Second gas and Mutalisk not coming up from Leta, so from Luxury, I'm sorry, and could be going, not having his usual third hatchery also, so he possibly could be thinking of a Mutalurker build, which has worked very well for him in the past. Whether he lost or won, he managed to utilize those very well. You don't, even though you play well, doesn't mean you always win. That's sometimes just how it goes. StarCraft is a game that skill is not always just 100%. Skill is very important, but all other stuff also. But SCV coming down, I think he actually managed to spot that den and instantly ran down. I'm not sure if he stalled the Spire or not. So for his sake, I hope he doesn't expect too much on those possible workers going to be coming in. He should be definitely expecting some Spire. I'm not sure if he actually got the scout on that, so it could be a dangerous situation for him, getting some comp station going out and an engineering bay as well. So he's definitely going to have those turrets up. It's going to be very critical for him to do so. Spire now almost up, and I don't see any Hydralisks meanwhile from Luxury. He's mining from 2 gases, so he should be getting those Lurker upgrades. At least that's, I assume, what he's doing. Now building some. His Spire just came up, so it's probably going to be some Mutalisk. I'm not quite sure how many eggs he managed to save up. Usually saves up at least 5 eggs full of his Mutalisks to try to do some sort of damage. A pretty decent-sized force, meanwhile, from Leta of Mythic Marines and a Fire Bat alongside, just in case those Lurkers try to do a sort of pincer movement. He's also built a bunker just in case. Kind of, preventative bunker, make sure that nobody knocks on his front. Kind of the same thing with what Luxury is doing with that sunken. First Mutalisk now out, and they're going to go out and try to do some damage. 6 Mutalisks, in fact. No turret so far. And Leta, not very good position. Turret's just not being put down, and he's not in a very